Super people. I've worked so hard to gain their respect, they sometimes forget I'm flesh and blood. In Superman's world, everything is mythology. I should have told him my cape and cowl was a death trap, cursed by a man who may or may not have been some manifestation of the devil or my dead father. Instead, I promised I'd be there right away. The next time you wear it will be the last. How could it be over? The hole in things was everywhere I looked. The trap I was so sure I'd escaped was locking into place all around me. Think fast, Batman. You can hear glaciers melting in the Arctic Circle. You can hear radio without a receiver and listen in on the turf wars of dust mites. This is your world, so I'm relying on you to hear this. It was the blueprint, the template for every bullet there had ever been. It was the original of the bullet that killed JFK, Martin Luther King, John Lennon, Gandhi, Archduke Ferdinand, Thomas and Martha Wayne. I trained to fight crime on the streets. I've always been prepared for the sniper's bullet, the madman's homemade murder machine. But this world of gods and aliens, it's hard to prepare for this. I tried to kill the nerve cluster in her wrist, but Kraken had no nerve cluster in her wrist. What she did have was a will-powered super weapon on her finger. That's what I mean about aliens. Did the box open then, or was that later? It felt like Joker venom, fear gas, Dr. Hurt's smile, all at once. Too late. I saw the shape of the trap that had been waiting for me since the day I was born. I hope I'm still making sense. It's getting harder to remember how it all happened. I think they've done something to my mind. There are holes in my awareness, and they seem to be getting bigger. I have to explain this as quickly as I can. They didn't expect me to get out, so they ran. I can remember the smell of antiseptic, fear, and human waste. It was as if I'd woken in a prison hell of broken glass and chemicals where the dead men in the jars all had my face. Sick and weak, alone in the dissecting rooms of the new gods with no plan, I realized they hadn't prepared for any of this. That hole in things was everywhere. It was there in every best-laid plan. They ran and left my belt behind. So I stepped through that door into a bigger, simpler world. A world where the stakes were ultimate stakes, where each moment was heavy with the massive weight of unfolding myth, and everything had 1,000 extra layers of meaning, like Darkseid. He might have been a wolf once, a dragon, or a tyrant. How many times in human history had this moment played out? The monster and the man standing in his way. He knew I wouldn't kill his human host, but he didn't know I had the Radion bullet and a new myth of my own. A myth where ultimate evil turns its gaze on humanity, and humanity gazes right back and says, there were bells and thunder, the sound of ancient rusty locks unlatching, and a storm of shrieking and jingles from hell. Then I got it. Somehow I knew what he was turning in his hands. It was time. Time is pliable. As I stayed in place, he manipulated whole centuries around me. I was locked into a spinning cage of events, coincidences, bloodlines, connections, the grave, the well, the cave, the missing portrait, hidden rooms and vacant tombs and family secrets. Whatever they touch turns to myth. Understand that much. Wounded by the hunter, Darkseid's dying fall made the hole in things. The hole in things is Darkseid shaped, but it's only a hole. Darkseid is gone. I know you'll look for me when all this is done. You can hear molecules bonding. I know you'll hear this somehow. I'm not dead. I know you'll search for me. Time is the Omega Sanction. I survived an encounter with something bigger than me, stronger than me, something capable of twisting every moment of my life to make a path that leads here, wherever here is. I have no frame of reference for this. I can't remember my name anymore. How the hell do I get out of this one? Can you hear that, whoever you are? It sounds like bells. Time is still moving. I have to crack this maze before I forget everything, like Theseus, leave a trail and mark it with a bat. My last case, my ultimate trial. Don't forget, survive. I should have known when I chose to walk this path. It never ends.